Welcome to Economics Topic 8 Study Guide. Yes, I am going to help you for that test. So if I asked you, we have three different types of tax. We have progressive, proportional, and regressive. If I asked you which one of those three is levied on people, you get the exact same percentage at all income levels. You should be thinking, remember, proportional, the amount you pay, the percentage goes up as you make more money. Regressive, the percentage goes down. But with proportional, or the flat tax, as we've heard, everybody pays the exact same percentage. It's kind of like sales tax. Everybody pays 9.25% regardless of income. If I showed you a tax bracket, basically it's just a table. And if I said, oh, if you were filing single and you make $10,000 a year, you should be able to go on the chart and go, oh, single, here's the money, there's my tax obligation. That's a pretty easy one. Now, our federal income tax is a pay as you earn. It's not like we can get 100% of our income and go, oh, we'll pay those taxes later. No, they take it out before you have a chance to even spend it. So what do we call that? And think about that. Think about your paycheck. You have a Social Security, Medicare, and what's the other box? Where they remove your taxes before you even receive your paycheck. It's withholding, federal withholding. If we had a state income tax, it'd be state withholding. So withholding is the idea that they take the taxes out before you ever get your money. They get theirs first. If you heard this saying, if someone said, lawmakers believe that the proposed tax will improve the public health by discouraging consumption of a product that's been linked to a variety of health problems, that instantly makes me think of smoking. If you raise the taxes on cigarettes, there are going to be people that go, it's just too expensive, I'm going to quit. I'd rather quit. Right now you have some people that go, it's cheaper to smoke than it is to buy the patch and all the stuff to quit. So if smoking becomes more expensive than quitting, you're going to have some people quit. And that is when we put that tax on tobacco, alcohol, gasoline, luxury goods, they're excise taxes. They're excise taxes to hopefully discourage you from drinking alcohol, smoking, cigarettes, vaping. Now, if the United States completely eliminated all tariffs on imports, all of them, what would happen? Well, that's going to increase free trade around the world, because you think about it. There's stuff that comes in from China that have huge tariffs on them. But if the tariffs were gone, it would be even cheaper. Even though nobody wants to buy from China right now, Corona, but it would be so much cheaper. So we would increase free trade. Now here's a little cartoon. I don't know if you can see it. See if I can get it on there with my virtual Disney castle back there. Yeah, there we go. There you go. Now you can see it. And basically what this is the government coming right here, knocking on your door going, hey, you know what? We spent too much money. We need a little more. Give us some more. Yeah, I love this one, because if I go out and I spend way too much money, I cannot go to Beach High School and go, I kind of overspent this month. Can you give me a little more money? If you have a job, you can't go to your boss and go, yeah, I just bought a car. It's more expensive than I thought, so I need a pay raise. Yeah. And a lot of people get frustrated that. And so if I asked you to describe what type of behavior that is, you would say, the government, it spends a ton of money, but it always seems to need more. Every time we turn around, they're needing more and more in taxes. It's frustrating. Now, Vice President Al Gore said this in August of 2000. He said, putting both Social Security and Medicare in an ironclad lockbox where politicians can't touch them, to me, That kind of common sense is a family value. So what he's saying is when they deduct that Social Security and Medicare from your paycheck, it needs to go into a locked account. Politicians should not be able to go, oh, well, we need some money. Let's take some from Social Security. And a couple of years ago, there was speculation during the impeachment of President Donald Trump that money was taken from Social Security to pay for the expenses to impeach him. And a lot of people are upset going, don't touch our Social Security. That money should come out elsewhere. And that's what Al Gore was saying. This money, it's entitlement money. We pay into it to receive it. It should not be touched for any reason. And so the reason this quote is directly stating that spending on these programs, it's mandatory. This is mandatory spending. You have to pay for Social Security and Medicare. It's a law. So if we take the money that people deposit, we're not going to have money to pay. It's a law. So you should not touch it. Mandatory spending. Why does the debate over the budget in Congress often focus on spending for defense or the military? It's a huge hot topic. Huge. Defense spending. That's the military. If you know anybody in the military, that's defense spending. And the biggest reason is because it is discretionary spending. It is something they decide year to year to pay for. It's the largest piece of discretionary spending too. Remember, we had that little piece of the pie and it was half of it, almost half of discretionary spending. So if you've got to cut, say, $2 million from the budget, where's the easiest place to go? Cut it from the military. Okay. So why do we debate? It's the largest category of discretionary spending. Now, a state government that purchases paper and office supplies, pens, glue, highlighters, what budget would that come out of? Remember, there's two budgets. We have operating budget and capital budget. Operating budget is day-to-day. Capital budget is for like big, huge capital expenditures, building library stuff. So if it's paper, highlighters for the day, it's operating budget, day-to-day. So state's operating budget. And then the last one is states recognize the importance of a skilled workforce, especially Tennessee. We have Tennessee Promise now. We want our workers to be skilled. And this is one reason why the state is investing taxpayers' dollars in it. We have the lottery so that kids get Tennessee Promise and they get the Hope Scholarship so that they can be more skilled workers. And we invest this in public education. We invest a lot of money in public education. And again, now we have Tennessee Promise to give everybody 2 years at a community college or trade school for free so that we have skilled workers, not unskilled. So study your Quizlet and know those vocabulary words. I'll go ahead and give you a little tidbit. There are 42 questions on the test. 42. 10 matching. The rest 32 are multiple choice for your vocabulary words. Happy studying, and I'll see you for the test.